boy, and he was tremendous in the part. It was his first starring part. His name was Bob Hope.
Bob, I recall, flew east, especially to attend your opening at the Latin Quarter on this part of your comeback.
It was the greatest thrill of my life, that opening night at the Latin Quarter. It was the biggest ovation I think I ever got.
Even better than the flight? Nobody knows about the flight. Nobody remembers anymore about that flight.
No.
You made the first transatlantic
round
trip
yes.
flight.
Off for London, but they won't be gone long, not if their flying luck holds out. A transatlantic round trip. Captain Eddie Rickenbacker, American War Ace, bids happy landing to Harry Richman, the Broadway troubadour, and his pilot Dick Merrill. They're to fly to London, land, and fly right back. The takeoff. The plane Lady Peace, loaded to the limit with gas. A difficult takeoff. Can they make it?
They made it to an unscheduled landing in Wales. Then on to Croydon.
Overloaded plane, but they're on their way. They have 41,000 ping pong balls aboard to keep the plane afloat should it make a forced landing on the sea.
This is when we landed at Croydon Airport. See the people, thousands of them up on the building. They wouldn't let them on as many. These are more newspaper men running here. And that's the Lady Peace with our great big sturdy one motor. And that's Dick, and that's me. And we landed at 3 p.m., according to the newspapers, September the 4th. There at Croydon Airport.
What year?
1936. Lindbergh made it over in 35 hours, and Dick Merrill and I flew it in a single-motored plane, and we were the first one to go over and come back. And our total time was 36 hours for both ways, which was a very good time.
Richman and Merrill, their straw-hatted Eddie Rickenbacker, who brought help to repair their plane. They've got it out of the mud and ready to go. The takeoff of the Broadway singer and his pilot, completing the first transatlantic round trip. So it's home to Broadway. It's been a two-way trip in 4 installments. New York to a Welsh potato patch, then to London. London to a Newfoundland swamp, and now to New York.
A history-making flight, still vivid in Harry Richman's bright memories of an era lost forever.
Douglas Fairbanks and Mary Pickford, the greatest names in American movies for a long, long time.
But senior.
Yeah, senior, of course.
And that's...
And there's a shot of them together.
That's one of their very rare pictures together.
Tell me this, Harry. I don't recognize this lady. It says Eleanor. Now, who's that?
That's Eleanor Powell. And I wouldn't take a job unless they put her on the bill, because I knew she would stop the show. And she wasn't a singer. She was a great dancer. So it just made it that much better for me.
Now, here's a gentleman that everybody certainly knows.
There is my pet boy. That ain't Sophie Tucker. That's Harry Lauder. This is cute, isn't it, where he said to the fellow who double-crossed the Atlantic, Harry Richman, your friend Harry Lauder.
And this lady looks like an airline hostess, but she doesn't seem to.
That is my very lovely second wife, Hazel Ford.
Here you are, but you seem not to have shaved for a while, Harry.
Well, no, this was after a big night.
I see.
See? And I was doing character work in those days. This was a bit part, you know, where I played a character. And this little girl,
that lady?
That's Clara Bow. Here she is again.
What does that say?
To Harry, guess to whom I am engaged to. No one but you, darling.
Your red-headed toot.
Your red-headed toots. We had nicknames for each other. I was engaged to Clara for a year and a half.
Yeah, who's that lady on, the other lady on the
And this very adorable little girl is Jean Harlow.
Were you engaged to her, too?
Yes, ma'am. Sir.
Come, forgetfulness, to ease the pain of an aching heart.
In The Music Goes Round and Round, Richman plays a Broadway star performing incognito on a Mississippi showboat.
Ah, Rover, old faithful, fortunate dumb animal, you will never know the aches of a hopeless passion.
Harry Richman, actor, in that Bush League epic, Love Conquers Pride. He was a prolific songwriter, too.
I have 52 songs with that cat. I wrote 300. The rest of them are in my trunk. Publishers wouldn't have them, no matter who wrote it. But you can only get a great song by never saying quit.
Yeah.
You have to keep going.
Yeah. What were some of those great ones? Play a couple, will you?
I'd love to. This one.
Harriet, walking my baby back home.
Yes. Then this one we wrote in a few minutes because the country had just gone on the daylight saving time, which gave us the idea for there ought to be a moonlight saving time. Then again, this one you should remember. There's danger in your eyes, Sherry.
Harry, I don't know anybody who made so much money and spent it so joyously, had so many women and knew them so joyously. And here you are sitting all alone, except for house guests like me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't regret it a bit, do you?
I told Mr. Al Jolson when we lived together for many years, and even though he was my idol, Al always will be, I said, Al, you're just working towards one thing. You want to be the richest actor in the graveyard. And that's exactly what he is. To this date, Al Jolson is the richest actor in the graveyard. I never wanted to be that. I wanted to be, and I hope I'm the richest actor with the most friends. Friends you can never buy. That is more than all the millions in the world. From the very day I started it, it was a hell of a life. Today, it's a double hell of a life. And when they carry me down and lower that little box, wherever it goes, and I don't care, it's going to be a hell of a grave, and a hell of a life is going to be in it. Now what did you do with me, darling? Do you remember me, baby, baby? Will you be with me,
Telescope has been brought to you by General Motors of Canada, makers of Canada's most popular cars and trucks, and Frigidaire appliances.
Now, Reggie, I want to talk to you about that Baldwin mine deal. We must have quick action.
Oh, Reggie, please. Can't your old business deal wait until after dinner?
Right. Let's dine first.
I should say so. Come, dear.
Okay with me.
Oh, my dear, I must tell you about our new butler. He's simply divine.
Oh, how interesting. I must see him.
Oh, you'll adore Bertram. He's so aristocratic. I love butlers that dominate you. Don't you?
Yes.
Bertram. I beg your pardon, my lady, but it's a very old custom of Lord Crumblepulse of Bapingsworth Hall. Bertram, are you sure? Oh, very sure, sir, very sure. You see, in this way, the soup is not exposed to the light, and the upper plate sort of muffles the sound. I beg your pardon, sir. You're not playing the game. Sorry. A chiseler. Chin up. Stiff lip. Carry on.
Oh, I love those continental phrases, don't you?
Yeah.
Hiya, baby.
What's the idea? Why don't you act in here like you act in there?
Well, they're paying off on it, ain't they? Say, if they wanted a Swede, I'd be a Swede. Ah, but for you, babe, I'm the real McCoy.
Oh, listen, Bert, I want to talk to you. For the past 6 months now, we've been saving up to get married. Is that right?
Righto.
On the first of every month, you're supposed to go to the bank and deposit $20 towards our wedding.
Righto.
Well, this last month, did you deposit the full $20?
Wrong-o.
I'll say wrong-o. You deposited $17.50. Now, what happened to that other $2.50?
I believe my services are desired in the dining room.
Well, I desire you right here.
Oh.
What about that $2.50?
Well, you see, babe, it was like this. I bought a sweepstakes ticket with it.
A what?
Yeah, a sweepstakes ticket. Look, there it is.
You mean you spent our $2.50 on a piece of tissue paper like this?
Now, listen, baby, if that ticket wins, I get $150,000.
Well, what if it doesn't win?
Don't change the subject.
Great heavens! The stakes are burned. Now, on account of you and your old sweepstakes tickets, I'll get fired.
Oh, now listen, Toots, don't worry. I'll fix it. I'll give him a sauce a la Lord Crumblepulse that'll kill the taste of any steak.
Well, hurry up.